Hi there, I'm Linda and this is Huttons Valley Permaculture. One of David Holmgren's 12 permaculture principles is to use small and slow solutions. So today I'm out here with my mattock and shovel and I'm going to do just that. This swale I've shown quite a number of times is my lowest swale, and it's the swale that has the overflow coming out from the dam. It is also part of my access for the farm. The intention is to have these swales wide enough so that I can move, my wheelbarrow or my little tractor along here if needed to collect any of the fruits or move resources along here. The problem is, when my dam was built, the overflow was built a little bit too high. And in pouring rain, I had to get the guy out who built the dam to redo the overflow and dig it out. So instead of being a nice level surface to drive across, it became a little bit more ditch-like. And it's got quite steep sides. The idea was that I could drive right through here and then up onto my dam wall, which forms part of my access around the farm. Putting in water, access and structures is one of the earliest things you do in a permaculture design. Just coming through here is kind of the ditch, and then it's not until this point where you can see my equipment there that it opens up and it's wide enough for me to drive the little tractor through. What we've got to do is just move some of this soil and improve the exit point so I can get in and out of this swale and up onto my dam and reconnect the access points. Now, I did have a friend out to give me some advice on whether I could get some equipment to do this. I do have a neighbour with some equipment that would make this work very easy, but when discussing it with him, it was a huge big ramp, and the pile of dirt that would come out of here would really mound up, and it kind of scared me a little bit because I just imagined that I would just have to take off sort of the lip of this and a bit perhaps on the other side, just so that I could just get my tractor up and out. So this is a small and slow solution in that I'm just using hand tools. I can control the situation, I can chip away at it and just do it enough. I find that if you get in big equipment and other people are doing it, they don't always have the same goals in mind. They've got a different idea of what you want to what you can sometimes convey. So even though it's going to take a little bit longer, I think I'll just have more control. I'll do less damage. Big equipment can really compact things and damage, and it's not always the best solution. By just going slowly, you can't kind of overshoot things or over-engineer things. And I think at the end of the day, you'll get a really good result because you can observe and change your mind or try different things just as you go along. So that's what I'm going to get doing today. I'm going to start with getting these trees down and then just cutting out some of this soil here. I've got my little apple tree up there, which I've already done a lot of chopping and dropping. This tree that I've just chopped down will help mulch this beautifully. While I'm at it, I'm just going to clear some of the branches that are cutting off the access as well. Just where my secateurs are over there and where my shovel is where the overflow narrows. So I'm just going to cut out a little bit more just below that tree. So there's a bit of a turning circle there. We've just had a fair amount of rain, so it's a great time to get in and do this while this soil is fairly moist but not waterlogged. Get a bit of a rhythm going with the mattock. It's one of my favourite pieces of equipment. Alright, so I'm just going to move that soil and spread it up around my cut up and see how it's looking. But that didn't take long. 10 minutes or so. Some of these bigger lumps are just easy to throw by hand. Small and slow solution allows you to take a clump of grass and pop it up on your cutout on an area of bare earth and just cover that over. With plenty of winter rain, that grass should hopefully take hold in that spot. So you've got an added benefit that you wouldn't have had if you had big heavy equipment in here. So for this side, I'm going to leave it. I have carved out a little bit there so that there's a little turning circle for the out ramp. And over here, I've spread out most of that soil. So now we've just got to work on my little ramp that goes up over there. First up, I'm just going to define where I want my ramp. So I'm going to curve it around here. So I'll just dig through there and define this side. And then I'll decide, I think I only need to go to here just to get up and out. And once I've finished, the true test of whether it's successful or not will be just driving the tractor through here. So I'm just going to make a start and see how we go. So just to stop and assess, which is the best thing to do, there's kind of a lip here that goes down to the little channel that was cut for the overflow. And I just have to kind of smooth that out, take out that steepness, and then the tractor should be able to exit easily. Now all of this material I can put over on my cutout side and that'll be fine just there. When my dam and swales were first dug, all of this was bare soil and a little gully had formed through here down into the swale. So when we're digging up soil like that there's an opportunity to repair areas like that. So I'm going to move some of this soil into this little ditch and help repair that. A big saying in permaculture is the problem is the solution. In this case, the problem with my exit point from my tractor out of my swale is actually a solution for these ditches that formed when the swale was first dug and changed. I've been able to fill in this little ditch with excess soil and that will settle down and grass over beautifully. And just a little bit more soil to remove here, and then I might get my tractor out and see if I can get up that slope. I've just got to make sure that I've left all the overflow clear. All right. So before I do any more, I'm going to grab my tractor, see if I can get out of this swale and back in. Up in my hay shed, I've got this old hay. It's junk hay, my animals won't eat it, and it's full of seeds, which is actually perfect for repairing earthworks. All loaded up now. I'm going to get my tractor down there and check out if I need to move any more soil. Yes! Job done. Perfect. It got through there, up there, and up there. Access is much better now. Well, to be honest, I didn't think that I would be able to dig out that without a heap of effort, but it hasn't taken much. It's just taken like an hour and a half of digging this morning. So really not too much damage done. A couple of small trees done, but it's all sorted. I've just got to cover up all this bare soil. That's my cow wanting to eat this hay. Heaps of seeds in this hay, so that will grow grass again really quickly. Well, there you have it. This job is finished. It's a job I've been putting off for ages because I thought it was going to just be too hard. But it's not even lunchtime yet and the job is done. Sometimes I find the hardest thing about a job is just getting started and believing that you can actually do it. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching and bye for now.